If you've been watching my channel for any amount of time, you should be familiar with this pin set. This is an LE75 framed pin set from the Museum of Antiquities pin event back in 2009. And in here it has the Mickey holding a Mickey-shaped geode pin, aka a Mickey geologist, meaning myself personified in a pin. I got this framed set years ago with the intention of taking it apart and selling the other pins and just keeping this one pin. But then once I got it, seeing the whole framed set, seeing how nice it is, like all professionally framed, I couldn't bring myself to break it apart and ruin this. Also because I really like some of the other pins in here. So ever since I've gotten this frame set, I've also been on the hunt for another one of these Mickey geode pins. One that's just an individual one because I really wanted to wear it for my PhD defense. As of today, my PhD defense is officially 1 month away. So a few months ago, there was one of these individual Mickey geode pins that went up on eBay. A number of people pointed it out to me, so thank you. And I was like, yes, finally, perfect. You don't see these go up for sale very often. And I'm like, great, I can keep my nice frame set intact and I could also have my pin to wear for the dissertation. Except I was outbid by 3 other people in the last seconds of that auction. And that pin also sold for way more than I bought this entire framed set for. So I don't know who else is out there that's desperately desiring the Mickey geode pin. So that was a little bit disappointing because I'll say if there's somebody who deserves to own 2 of these pins, you know, I think it could be myself. But alas, that one slipped through my fingers. And so that means to be able to actually wear this Mickey geode pin to my PhD defense, I have to break apart this framed set. Unfortunately, I still have to do a Zoom defense. I can't do it in person, but I'll still have my nice pin displayed. So here is our very nice frame intact. The ring light is reflecting like crazy, but on the bottom it says Museum of Antiquities Disney Pin Celebration 2009. And then this is the back, all like super nice and professionally framed. We have the certificate of verification, limited edition of 75. And this also originally retailed for like $200, but I know I got this framed set for like $100 shipped. So way better price than retail. But it's just been so hard, you know, because I'm such a big pin collector, to fully break this apart and take it apart and obviously like ruin the nice framedness on the back. But there's no going back now. So I kind of want to see if I can just take off the certificate of verification. Then I don't have to worry about what I exactly do to the back here. It seems like it's kind of like loosely glued on. It's coming off pretty easily, but I wish I had like a letter opener. In fact, I might have one. I gotta find it. Let me see if I can weasel this off with as little damage as possible to it. We're getting there. I think this will come off pretty cleanly. And aha! We have freed the certificate of authenticity. So now at least I know I fully still have this intact, and whatever I do on the back, I can still kind of reattach it. So I guess now I just have to slice this paper backing. I wonder how much I'm gonna have to take off to actually get at in the back. Oh, it hurts to be doing this. It's getting destroyed forever. I'm so sorry that I'm doing this to you, framed pin set. Okay, interesting. We've got a corner cracked, so I'll just have to take all of the brown paper off the center. I can still leave it on the outside, and then I'll just have to pull open these prongs to get the stuff out from the inside. I should be able to get it out with all the hanging accoutrements still intact. All right, so I've got a lot of this paper cut off, but because of this hanger thing here, I think I'm just gonna have to cut off a full square of it. So unfortunately, it'll be kind of hard to really salvage. I guess now we're just also gonna have to cut some off. All right, and let's try and pull this down now. Okay, there we go. So now this is what the back of it looks like exposed. So now I'm gonna have to pry open all these little things that are holding this little foam board together. These are pretty darn secure. They're hard to move up, but we'll get it. Okay, just like 2 more to lift up. So now let's try and extract this foam board piece here. It's so sad. I had to totally rip the price tag at the bottom. Aha, I missed one. That's why it doesn't want to come up. I'm just gonna go ahead and tear this all off. I'm trying to figure out if this whole thing is one big attached foam board. I really don't want to have to unscrew all this. Yeah, this is definitely all sandwiched together as one piece. Let's see. Okay, it's moving. Slowly but surely. And there we go. So now we're just left with our frame. And this is the whole inner of the framed pin set. This is the first time I've ever actually touched the pins. This is actually like a very nice velvety material. Now, what I hope is I'll be able to just pull this right out of here and that it's not pin backed in. All right, come on. I don't want to have to like take apart every single layer here. Aha, part of it was taped down so it doesn't move. Boop, boop. And here's the pin, officially plunked out of its framed set. So here is a full close-up of the pin itself, not behind glass finally. My little beloved geode Mickey. And then here is the back of this pin. You can see the adhesive tape that was on it to make sure it didn't wobble around, because this pin has the world's tiniest nubs. Like, you only see nubs this small on fake pins, but it has the Museum of Pintiquity's back stamp, and this one is a limited edition of 250. So then for my dissertation, I'll all be set and ready with a nice little outfit. I'll have my Mickey geode pin on, and I should be able to pretty easily put this all back together. Like, that pin just gets pressed back into this board and this whole entire thing gets shoved into the frame. The only part that's totally toast is this paper backing, making the whole back of the frame look really nice. But I'm happy I separately went and removed the certificate of verification. That way, if I want, I can just re-put it on the back of this. But I finally did it. Took apart this frame set, have this pin. I figured with being a month away, I don't want to wait any longer. I just want to commit and go ahead and do it. So now I will be all ready for PhD Defense Day. But thank you for sticking with my channel as I work toward my PhD, and thanks for watching.